Hey everybody, it's Sadie the Wind Sage, and welcome back to Let's Play A Kiss for the Petals, Maidens of Michael's, Yuuna and Nanami's route. In the last episode, we actually got started on their route after quite a bit of, confusion about whether we actually started the route or not, because, yeah, seriously, the fact that they still insisted on playing the Christmas festival scene perfectly normal. Yeah, that confused me. I don't mind the fact that they played the scene over again, and I like the fact that you can skip it because of the already read button, or just the skip function in general, but I don't see the need for them to... Okay, so you pick their choice to go to their route. You see a little conversation where they play the entire Christmas event like normal. They play the entire Christmas event like normal, but only then to launch you into it. Like, was that intentionally meant to be confusing? Like, I really don't get it, but anyway, we did end up starting it, and yeah, honestly, I gotta say, just kind of, because I didn't talk about it too much, that was a really nice scene last episode. Like the whole thing on their whole little Christmas date. I really liked that. It felt like, I don't know. One, I felt it was kind of a good way to kind of summarize their story up till now. Because it did talk about events in the past, how they met and all that stuff. So I felt, kind of a good thing for, like, looking out for people who've never read this story before. And, still playing it off as a nice scene of them just, remembering these things. So it's, it's a little thing of, it's a nice, filling in for people who might not have read the first story, but also, a nice little kind of, I guess, kind of nostalgia scene for those who have. So, yeah, I really liked it. And I do really, this time around, I do get a bit more of a kind of a wholesome feel from their couple this time around, as opposed to the first book which was a bunch of social awkwardness, the occasional sweet moment, and a whole bunch of sex. This one, I feel more of the couple vibe from these two. It feels like a bit more. It feels like, a bit more genuine now than it did last time. Not to say that it wasn't genuine last time, but I feel, we might have just started this, but I feel more there's a bit of, like, this one feels a bit more wholesome. And this could also be because, they're out of what you can call, like, the first relationship jitters, or just any, like, entering a relationship for the first time with anybody. Like, would probably cause some nerves. They're probably, they're past that phase, but, it makes me like the couple a bit better. So, yeah, I am now looking forward to this more than I was last time. Here's hoping I don't end up having to bite my tongue on that later. Anyway. Oh, and actually, something I want to note, because I never got around to doing this last time, the characters in their casual clothes, seeing Nanami in her casual outfit, that reminded me of it. I don't think I never had a chance to comment on this, actually, because, well, I don't think we ever saw everyone in their casual... I don't think we ever saw everyone in their casual clothes after that whole time. So I know I'm referencing events from way later, but from way... No, not way later, way before. But I actually confirmed a few things about that. One, no, these characters, for the most part, actually aren't wearing their traditional classic clothes. Someone explained the reason why everyone got redesigns in the first place. I can't completely remember it. I think something about, first off, I think it was a new artist, and, who, the artist, what we're seeing now is more their style. But, I think something else about, like, the characters taking up too much space with their old sprites, but Either way, I like the redesigns for the most part. But along with the redesigns, they pretty much gave everyone completely different, you know, casual outfits. But it's in the spirit, or like, maybe not in the spirit, it's not the right word, but it's like, it still matches the styles that they wore before. So while it's a different outfit, it's similar to a style they would have worn in the past. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway. Adley, is this supposed, like, this looks like Yuna's house, but we haven't seen Yuna yet, so. And, you know, Nanami's saying all this stuff out loud, which I could tell she would never do while Yuuna is here. So is this just supposed to be her place? Maybe. You know, the street everyone seems to walk down on their way home looks so similar. It's the exact same background from game to game. Maybe the interior of the houses looks kind of similar as well, but no, I am pretty sure this is supposed to be what Yuna's house looks like, but I guess not. Who knows? Maybe something I'm missing, but yeah. Again, I haven't read the second story for Yuuna and Nanami, so maybe we do see Nanami's house and it looks like this, but whatever. Anyway. Okay, so that confirms this is Nanami's place. It looks so much like Yuna's house though in the end of Kiss for the Petals 1 though. Anyway. Nanami こそどうしたの? そんなに慌てて. 年が明けて新年になったから電話してみたんだけど。明けましておめでとう、ナナミ。明けましておめでとうございます、お姉様。年が明けて一番先に話すのはどうしてもナナミが良かったのよ。お姉様。じゃあまた後でね。はい、また後で。 Okay, that was really... That is probably one of the cutest things I think I've actually ever seen. Just calling, calling someone is just like, yeah, I don't know, because even if they can't like be physically there together to celebrate New Year's, they're still together in some way. That maybe I'm just super easy to impress, but I found that incredibly adorable. Or maybe it's both. It's just incredibly adorable, and I'm super easy to impress with this series. Anyway. Oh, I think this is actually the first time we're seeing Yuna's casual outdoor winter outfit. Or more pretty much Yuuna with a coat on, or like, I guess Yuna's coat outfit. Probably a lot easier to say than whatever like 50 words I used to describe this just 2 seconds ago. It works for her. It is something that really makes sense for her, kind of the brownish, or is it supposed to be brown or is that supposed to be more gray? But anyway, the kind of the brownish, tannish sort of deal. And I like the little bow. I like the little bow. I like the little maroon bow that's there too. Anyway.
私にはナナミが一番よ。そんな。でもさすがにものすごい人手ですね。そうね。
Okay, and I think this is something else I also wanted to comment on, with the fact that they do like what I call like the cinematic black bars on the top and bottom in the box sprite. That's just supposed to indicate that they're in the shrine, kind of how like I think when we saw them the very first time in that chopping district in the Freshman Club episode, they were in the shop. I might have commented on this because did Risa and Mia have the same thing when they visited the shrine? But anyway, like that's supposed to be what it's in. That's supposed to be what it indicates. But so yeah, that is the point of it. I can get it, I can kind of get the cinematic sprite, but I kind of get the cinematic, what I call the cinematic black bars. But the box sprites, they probably could have kept the regular sprites, but I guess they also didn't want the since the sprites go like to the bottom of the screen, I guess they didn't want like part of the sprite to be seen in the background and part of the sprite to be seen in cinematic black bars. So doesn't bother me, it's just I guess that is the answer to it.
お正月は海外で過ごすことが多かったから、実はこれが初めてみたいなものよ。そうなんですか？そうよ、初めてなの。初めてがナナミと一緒でとっても嬉しいわ。お姉様、私もなんか嬉しいです。どうしたの、ナナミ？なんだか視線を感じるんです。
I like how she's screaming this inside her head, probably as a way to calm her down. It's like it felt like we're being watched, but we're totally fine, right? Is this referring to Risa and Mia? I guess it could be in a way. Wait, what? Okay, that last I went back because that last sentence seemed a little weird, but no, it makes sense now. Wait, did she actually say that? I mean, it voice acted, something's voice acted indicates they're saying that out loud. But I don't think she would actually say that out loud. If she did, it was under her breath, so no one can hear her, but... Anyway, CG, and this is actually also a really cute CG. A CG almost cute enough to rival Risa and Mia's cut-in image from the same event. I mean, I really like this one because this is, a more detailed CG, but the cute chibi-ish, cut-in image is debatably more adorable. But hey, it's just like, it still looks really nice. It still looks really nice, and that's one thing this series has definitely never failed on, and that's the aesthetic. Well, I mean, it's also never failed on the writing either, but anyway. I was just spacing out. I was captivated by you. Man, I mean, we have a choice, so we need to go back and see it. I was captivated by you. That sounds like that sounds so out of character. It hurts. I know people were probably thinking, that scene in Risa and Mia's route, the last choice you need to make there, which I apparently heard tricks up a few people, where, if Mia asks if Risa is trying to make a move on her, was it? I don't think the word seduce was used, but like if Risa was trying to come on to her. I know that I know that a lot. I understand why a lot of people would probably get confused on that choice, assuming me not choosing both choices just got me the true ending anyway. But apparently that last one was one that people had trouble with. Like, I can get how that could trick people up, because like Risa honestly saying that yes, she was trying to, I think the word was entice Mia Like, I get how that being the choice you had to pick would be a little weird, but, like, I don't know, something about that made sense, and I explained why I picked that, anyway, back in that scene. I can't remember exactly what part it is, but hopefully you guys remember what I'm referring to. But this just makes no sense, but, like, I was captivated by you, like, I can imagine Nanami sincerely being captivated by Yuuna, but I don't think she would actually say that to her. That being said, I saved, right? Yeah, I saved. So you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just do this one first.
実はお姉様に見とれてました。キャー、ナナミったら可愛い。お姉様、ここは外ですから。いよいよ次は私たちの番ね、ナナミ。あ、そうですね。
Okay, so I think we're probably caught up here. I like how she has the little nervous, like, look and the little nervous sweat drop, just like, I don't know if nervous or embarrassed, but I do like that little attention to detail. Anyway, loading the save. Let's see what I was just made. And I was the whole thing, like, I was captivated by, you know, Nanami responds like, this is exactly if I wanted, if we weren't in public or we weren't outside. And it's like, you know, that's one of those, like, I don't see Nanami also not saying that, because she knows exactly that's what would have happened. She has kind of no one to blame but herself in that instance, but, yeah. Let's see what this does.
そうです。ただぼーっとしていただけです。あら、そう。残念ね。ナナミにだったらいくらでも見とれてほしいのに。お姉様。
Yeah, something about that seems, there's something about this seems a bit more realistic. Like, I know you can say the same thing about that other choice I was referring to in Risa and Mia's route, and for all I know, I have made the wrong choice here. But, my kind of comment about that is that, like, I had my reasons for believing the choice I picked was right, and I guess it turned out to be, again, assuming me picking both choices didn't just default me to the good ending anyway, or I mean to the true ending anyway, but like here it does seem more like this is how this scene would actually play out. Anyway. No one needs to see. No one needs to see the dirt eagle be unleashed. Okay, if you guys are curious why I keep like, honestly, the line like dirt eagle, like what Risa misheard Nanami saying to Yuuna. That's probably one of the funniest, like, it's probably one of the funniest lines I've seen in a recent game. And I also like it because of the nice that line had to be a localization thing. So the fact that they were able to like localize Risa mishearing what Nanami said is like you know, they localized it into a pun that, you know, English speakers would get is actually very funny. assuming the line was still misheard in the Japanese version, but But yeah, I wonder if the Japanese version actually has a similar sort of, I guess, like, possibly, like, pun or wordplay thing there of when Risa mishears Yuuna, but it's honestly one of the best, like, not only is it one of the best lines I've seen in a localization, in recent gaming, or just recent gaming or anything with that's been localized. It's also one of the funniest I've seen, so yeah, I forever just forever just Dirt Eagle forever, I guess.
そうですね。やっとここまで来ましたね。
And she still actually has the she still actually has the flustered CG. Because, you know, I say she's flustered because, you know, the way her mouth's kind of curling and the sweat drop, like, it's kind of like some sort of like indication that she's flustered. I don't know. Part of me wants to go back and make the different choice because I feel it makes this part of the CG make sense with her being flustered, but do I want to go back despite just being said I'm probably not going to go back? Am I seriously gonna do that just to make an art thing make sense when it can also kind of make sense here? I really want to, actually. Do I just go back and say fuck it? You know, this is actually sincerely just like, You know what? Will I go back and say fuck it? Yeah, we are. I'm gonna load the same file just to make my art OCD make sense. Or not my art OCD, but just to make this scene make more sense in my mind because of one little tiny thing, as in the change in Nami's expression. I'm going to go back and undo my entire change. I am weird. I am 100% aware of that. Anyway.
ねえ、ナナミは何をお願い事したの？え、それは多分お姉様と一緒だと思います。
Nanami, I get that you're trying to avoid embarrassing yourself by saying what you sincerely say, but if you say it like this so casually, it kind of comes off as just like, I don't know, a tiny bit rude. It's like I guess it had to do with just being with you. And I bet you right now, Yuna's going to react to that line.
え、本当なの？ナナミ、私ね。はい。新学期が始まるまでにナナミを100回可愛がれますようにってお願いしたのよ。嬉しいわ。ナナミが私と一緒の願い事をしてたなんて。
Okay, so she didn't react the way I thought she would react. Maybe like the fact that I didn't quite know what tone Nanami's voice actress was working towards. Maybe that's just why I thought like the how she phrased it came off as weird, but yeah. Yeah, it sounded kind of nice. For a second, and then I hated myself. That was still nice. Wait, don't get drunk and pass out again, Nanami? Wait. Okay, I definitely have to be missing something this time around. Is this a reference to their second story? Maybe I'll have to look, maybe I have to read their second story once I'm done with this, but who knows. It's like, when did Nanami get drunk and pass out before? Anyway, I guess we'll move on. Oh, this is referencing Christmas. I mean, their Christmas event. I guess I did say something about the fact that characters having a drink, even with just a little bit of alcohol, worried me. I guess Nanami really just can't. I guess Nanami just really can't hold her alcohol together. That I wouldn't be able to expect her to, since that would probably be the first time she's trying alcohol. I don't imagine, and I don't imagine anyone holds that stuff together well the first time. That's not bad, really. Especially since I heard you can still get, like, bad fortune even on, like, holiday events like this. Yeah, exactly. Good luck is still good. Oh, so it's average. Still better than bad. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do worse than the good luck. Even if it is the average response. Or the average fortune you draw. I don't think that's how fortunes work, by the way. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that is how fortunes work. Like, I'm pretty sure the fortune is more, like, the fortune telling your luck is more an indication of, like, it shows your excellent luck by the fact that you drew it, and your good luck by the fact that you drew it. Not that you could just trade it and your fortune suddenly becomes different. Hey, hey, it's Mai and Reo. Wait, so these two were here at the shrine event too? Because I remember in Risa and Mia's event they mentioned Risa and Mia mentioned seeing Yuuna and Nanami. Kind of disappointed we didn't run into them. Kind of disappointed we didn't run into them, but I guess we still have a chance to run into them maybe. And I think they also mentioned Sarah and Kaede too, but Mai and Reo are here? Maybe this is something you only learn. Maybe this is something you only learn now. Anyway.
だから先にお参りしてから屋台に行くって言ってるでしょ。
マイ様、レオ様、その間に売り切れたらどうするのよ。今から予約しておいた方がいいでしょ。
屋台の焼きそばなんてそんなすぐに売り切れません。
売り切れるもん。
売り切れないわよ。
マイ様、レオ様。
あら、ユーナさんとナナミちゃんじゃない。二人も来ていたのね。
明けましておめでとう、二人とも。今年もよろしくね。
明けましておめでとうございます。レオ、あなたも挨拶。
おめでとうございます。何か揉めてたみたいだけど、どうかしたのかしら。
それがですね、聞いてくださいよ、レオったら。
Oh god, Nanami trying to start a conversation with Reo. I mean, this can only go well, but like, if only because Reo is not the most easy person to do social interactions with. I think I have wanted to see more, just character dynamics like that, because we know Yuuna and Mai do know each other from Joined in Love with You, but we've never, some of these, some of these moments, kind of like with Freshman Club, I really like that because we got to see Risa, Sarah, and Nanami hang out. So seeing moments like maybe Nanami talking to Reo, that it does, like, I feel we could have used more moments like that where characters are just talking to other characters that aren't necessarily their lover. There's like only ever one thing on Reo's mind half the time, isn't there? Not even half the time, just all the time, just in this story, huh? I mean, she talked about food a lot back in the other two games, back in the other two stories as well, so this isn't an out of character thing for her.
お正月からこんなたくさん美味しそうなものを売ってるなんて知らなかったわ。私はまだ何も。でも向こうで無料の甘酒を配っていたのでもらってきましたけど。甘酒？それ美味しいの？甘くてとっても体が温まります。甘酒ね、わかったわ。さあ、マイ、行くわよ。
I like how she's actually drooling. Just like, it just kind of reminds me how much Reo just really likes food. Because we've known she likes food before, because Because, you know, I think there was that moment, I believe when everyone was talking about their Christmas events, you know, everyone was talking about what they did over Christmas. And, you know, the way some characters like Yuuna and Sarah talked and the way, you know, it flustered their lover, like, you can get a good implication about what happened. And Rayo's just like, I had cake. So, you know she loves food, but the idea of her drooling just through the description of that one food item, she really does love food, huh?
レオ、ちょっと待ちなさい。はぐれるわよ。ユーナさん、それじゃあまた新学期に。
二人とも元気ね。じゃあナナミ、私たちも行きましょうか。ええ、そういえば今舞様と何の話をしてたんですか？たわいもないことよ。あ、そうそう、意外な人たちもこの神社に来てるみたいよ。すぐにわかるわよ、きっと。
I imagine this is Risa and Mia, because they did see Risa, because Risa and Mia did run into these two at the shrine when we saw in their episode.
リサさんとミヤさん？
Yep.
あ、ナナミさん。
明けましておめでとうございます。ナナミさん、ユーナ様。
明けましておめでとうございます。
二人ともおめでとう。今年もよろしくね。おめでとうございます。
this same Risa-san was tightly holding her girlfriend's, well, at least I think she was her girlfriend, Mia-san's hand. Oh man, that I kind of like that actually, because it's just I kind of like that because the way, like, you know, Risa and Nanami have talked before about like how Risa like felt like very kind of like you know with the way you know, just Risa talked about her relationship with Mia up to that point with the others, like it does make sense that Nanami wouldn't completely know. It's like, are they actually a thing, or are they just best couples by circumstance? And well, yeah.
じゃあ私たちおみくじ引いてくるので。
リサ、顔が赤いわ。
人が多くて暑いのよ。もうそれじゃあ失礼します。もう照れてるのね。二人とも可愛いわ。本当ですね。お姉様、私たちも。ええ、そうね。
And I think I'm going to end the part off here. Because 45 minutes, you know, I want to try to get these episodes somewhat shortish. But, yeah, I want to kind of see if I can lower the time on some of these episodes so they're a bit shorter. But, you know how it happens when you have, like, kind of when you have, like, a sequence of events that, like, keep going on. You don't want to just cut in the middle of the event. And these events, and, you know, that's I think kind of what this part has seemed to be a lot of. More or less about just kind of, you know, the the consistent day-to-day life and more just about a lot of events. But maybe that's more, maybe that's more because of the time, because, you know, in the period of time where we started these two routes, that being the Christmas and New Year time, where there was a lot of events going on in Risa and Mia's story too. But yeah, still want to try to keep the episode, the time for these episodes a bit more down. Like my goal was half hour, but yeah. Anyway, it can't be helped, so yeah, we're just gonna end things off here. Next time on A Kiss for the Petals, Maidens and Michael's, Yuuna and Nanami's route, we're gonna keep going on with the story. So see you guys then.